Ghouls, welcome back to the channel and for another episode of our little journal journey. That is a mouthful and very kind of hard to say, but we are here, and for this episode we're just going to be focusing on one of the signatures that we made in the last clip. So that's what we're going to be doing. So I think for this we're just going to just mainly start decorating each of the signatures. I'm going to do them as their own individual sections because this is going to take a good bit to do these. Now since last time you've seen this signature, I did add a few more pages into it just because when I flipped through it, to me I didn't seem like I had enough spaces for me to actually write, and I want to use these to actually write in these journals. So I added 2 more pieces of paper in this signature, and I'm going to be adding some more to the other ones as well to still make them have an even number of pages. But what we're going to be doing is on some of the really thick kind of cardstock paper, I'm going to be adding some of the textiles, and then we're going to add in some of our ephemera that we made in the last episode. So first things first is I'm going to do all the sewing off camera, but I just want to show you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this pocket out right now because we don't need it, and then I'm going to pick out the pages that I'm actually going to sew on, figure out what I want to sew onto them, and then go ahead and just sew them off camera. And I have a few different types of yarn here. I mean, not yarn. I have a few different types of ribbon. So I have this lovely ribbon right here. I got this one from Walmart. And then I have this lovely red. Let me get into it. It hasn't been opened yet. It's brand new. I have this lovely red. So I think that'll look really good with the red. And then I have some gold. We may not end up using a lot of the gold in this signature just because I want the other one, that's the gold one, to have a bit more of the gold. But here I have this one, and this has got glitter all over it, so I'm gonna get glitter all over the place. But there's that one. And then now all 3 of those came from Walmart. This did come from Amazon. It's this lovely, see if you can see it, it's this lovely kind of like a rose print ribbon. So what I'm going to do is sit here and kind of separate my pages and then figure out what I want to go where, and then we'll take it over to the sewing machine, sew everything onto it, put the thing back together, and then we'll figure out what we want on each of the pages as far as decoration, and that'll be it. So I know I'm going to do this one, and I know I'm going to do, I know I want to do this page, and I know I want to do, and I know I want to do the red page. So there. Kind of keep these in somewhat of an order, because I want the textiles, but I don't want them to be dominant in this one, because like I said, I am going to be using it, and we still have a few other signatures to get through. So we're going to use these, and I think, let's see here. I know I want to use the red with the black. I think I'll use the black on this one, and then I might actually make that into a belly band right there, so you can tuck something right into that page, and then put some of the black on the side like that. I want the black over here. Yeah, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna use red on this one. I'm going to use that for a band, and then on one of the back pages put the ribbon. So all you do, I'll just show you on this one. All we're going to do is just take our ribbon. There's not much of this in here, which I mainly wanted it for this purpose. So we're going to take that and cut it to size. And let me show you in the camera. We're going to cut it to size, and then I'm going to sew it onto there. So again, we're going to take the ribbon, cut it to size, cut it. All right, and then I'm going to sew it down. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting and sewing all the rest of these, and I'll meet y'all back when these are done. Okay, Bats and Ghouls, so we are back after I have sewed all of our fabric and stuff onto our journal. So I went ahead and off camera, let me restate that, and put in where I would like the ephemera because I had to wait for my battery to charge. So I just kind of went ahead and positioned everything where I might like for it to go. But I figured I'd show you on camera what exactly I'm doing because some of it's going to be glued, some of it's going to be sewed. So whenever I get to the sewed part, obviously we're going to stop and I'm going to come back and then show you all that. But so this is what the journal looks like once it gets the fabric sewed onto it. Now that's not too much right now, obviously, but you have to think too, this is just one signature where there's going to be 3 more. And as you can tell, I went ahead and there's some pieces stuck out. So I'm just going to quickly go through this because I don't want this to be too terribly long because, like I said, I do have 3 more to do. So weird, this is just the first one. So in the first pocket, this is where Louis is going to be. So I have, this is a replica of a love letter, and I'm just gonna use this as like some extra writing paper. So we're gonna tuck that into his pocket, and then along with in that pocket is obviously Louis, and then this is gonna be used for a journaling card. So that is what is in this pocket. Let's shove him, actually let's keep him out for now because I'm gonna have to deconstruct this again so I can do some of this other sewing. So on our next page where we have our red ribbon is it was from a haunted house the kind of packet that I found on Etsy, so I went ahead and bought it, and then I printed off some of the ephemera, which is this lovely piece. Now my ink is running out of my printer, so that's why it kind of looks like it does. It would be a bit brighter and, you know, a bit more vibrant, but my printer is currently running out of ink, but I think it kind of adds something to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this for a pocket, and I think I'm going to go around and sew this pocket onto here and just do it right here so I can actually use this as like a little tuck spot right there. So that's what we're going to be doing for that. Now we flip through, and I needed to add some textiles into this because you still didn't get really the seamstress vibe that I wanted to go with this. So what I'm going to do is take this piece of fabric, and we're actually just going to go across the top and just sew it to the page so it'll be a little flip, and then I can write right here. So that's what we're going to be doing with that page. And this one I gotta order the paper clips that I want, or I just might get some. I have some somewhere, but there's a specific paper clip that I want. But either way, this is just going to be paper clipped to this page, and I think in one of the other videos where we're making the ephemera, it just has like a little pocket right here, and so that's just going to be a little piece of decoration there. We're not doing anything to the gold page or this page. This page is done, and this is done. So okay, and this is pretty much done aside from the fact that I need to glue down. Remember, I just made that envelope in the same episode where we did the ephemera, so I'm just going to glue this page down, and then it's going to be used as a flip, plus you can still stick stuff in there. And then that page is fine. This is another page that came from that same kit. I wanted this to be the middle of my signature because I thought it was really pretty, and this journal just needed some extra stuff. And then for this one, I'm actually going to add, this is some of the Tom Holtz ephemera, so I'm going to add this as like a little pocket onto here, and I think I might actually just glue this pocket in instead of sewing it, and then it's just going to be where I can just tuck something right there, but I can still obviously write or glue anything into this page, or I might even, actually I might leave this open and then I can tuck more paper right there if I need to. But that's what that page is going to be. Now for this page, I figured I can make another tuck spot, because I want to be able to add paper if I need to, or if there's anything that, like any pictures or tickets or anything I want to add into it, then I can do that. So again, I'm just going to make this another little tuck spot. This I am going to glue. I'm going to glue this one, and then I thought it would be really cute to add some of these sparkly bats onto this. I just love that idea, so that's what we're going to be doing for that page. Okay, and then we'll flip through. Some of these are pretty much done. Okay. Alright, now for this one, again, I'm going to make another tuck spot, and then this is another piece of that ephemera that came from the kit, the haunted house kit, and then this is some of the, I think it's the Tim Holtz or Tom Holtz? Tim Holtz. I think it's Tim Holtz. You know, I got some of his stuff right here. What's his name? Doesn't say. Okay. Well, either way, it's some of the, I want to say it's Tim Holtz, but it's some of his ephemera, and I thought it was really cute because it talks to you about doing patterns, and like I said, she is a seamstress. So again, I'm going to make this a tuck spot, and we're actually going to put the, we're going to put the tag right here, and I could write on this if I chose to, but you know, it's mainly just going to be there for if I need an extra bookmark. And then for this one, I'm going to sew this fabric onto this page. I'm going to glue this little flower on here just as some extra kind of stuff. And then again, like how I did with the front part of this black page, I'm just going to add another piece of that haunted house ephemera as a little pocket onto this piece of black construction paper or black cardstock. And then in this pocket is again another replica letter that I have distressed and folded. So this is another letter, and it's also extra journaling paper. And then we have our other vampire in this pocket with his being able to write on the back of his card. So what I think I'm going to do first is go ahead and just sew everything that I want to into place, come back, and then I'll show you how I'm going to glue everything into place. And that'll pretty much be it for this episode. So I'm going to go ahead and start sewing everything, and I'll meet y'all back after that. Okay, so we're back, and I've got everything kind of sewed into place that I want. Like I said, that's going to be, let me just show you, that is going to be a little tuck spot right there. So that's how that's going to work. And then this is already sewed on, so it's a nice little flip. And I can still write and everything. And like I said, this is going to be paper clipped in, which I am currently at paper clipped, so that's just going to have to wait. Alrighty. And the final flip through, everything hopefully will be in place. So now what's left to do is let's glue this into place. So just take our handy there we go. Just take our handy 527 glue. We're actually going to take that out because we're going to be working on the other side of this page anyways. So let's set that to the side. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm just going to tack this into place. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue along the bottom and a little bit up the side to kind of just hold that in place. So we're going to put that there, and then we're going to take these bats, these little glitter bats, and I'm just going to put them right. I know some of y'all might think that looks cheesy. I like them. I like the glitter bats. I like a little glitter with my stuff, so and I don't need to close this because it does have all that glue right there, so we're just going to set this to the side and let all of that dry and move on to our next piece. I think these are fine. Yeah, these are fine. That's the middle of our signature. So now let's go back, put that in there just so we can keep our place where everything is. Alrighty, and this needs to go onto the black portion. Okay, so now we need to glue this into place and this into place, and this is just going to be another little tag that we're going to use for decoration. Let me go ahead and just do like we've been doing, just put some glue around the edge here. Ooh. I'm bad about not staying in frame this time, ain't I? Okay. Alrighty, and that is everything into place. So once all of our glue dries, we can put the signature back together, and then this one will be done. So let's see here. And like I said, with this, we can still flip this out, and I can put things in that pocket right there. And then it has another little tuck on the front. And then we have this one over here. And then we have that tuck, or that little belly band kind of right there. So once, like I said, once everything's dry, we can stick it all back together, and then I'll show you the final product for this signature, and then we're going to move on to another one in a different episode, and we'll slowly get these signatures worked out. That way we can finally have a completed journal. Okay, so now that everything is nice and dry, this is what the finished signature looks like, and that's pretty much how thick that signature is going to be. And then that has our middle section in it. So we're going to move on to our last one, but that makes for a perfectly complete first signature, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. I will see y'all on the next one. Thank you so much for watching on this lovely journey in this junk journal, art journal, you know, kind of thing that we're going, rabbit hole that we're going down. And I hope y'all will continue to watch. And if you have any suggestions, please let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you on the next one. Bye.